Hello and welcome to this episode of TNN. I'm your host Max.
And I'm Tanya.
Enjoy the show. To start this episode off, we're going to talk about something real fun. On Tuesday, all juniors will be going to the cafeteria for ACT pre-bubbling. So, good luck.
For today's first segment, we're gonna go to everyone's favorite place, the hallway.
You are.
Okay, what type of dog is Scooby-Doo?
I would say a Great Dane.
Good job, that's right.
Great Dane.
Alright,
Yeah.
that's great.
I didn't know they would get it.
Oh goodness, I don't know.
It's a Great Dane. Great Dane?
Yes, Great Dane.
Great Dane.
Yes.
A lab. German Shepherd.
No. Yours.
Dalmatian.
What? Is he black and white?
I have no idea.
What is the biggest size bed called? He probably knows this one.
The king size? The Shaquille O'Neal size?
California king bed.
Ooh.
King size?
Oh goodness.
Think of a state.
No, that just confused me.
California king.
California king.
You didn't even know that one.
Yes, I did know that. It's
Okay.
right there.
King.
California king.
How long is one regular term for a U.S. representative?
6 years.
It's 2 years. It's far off, man.
2 years?
Don't give me the answer.
I was gonna say 2 years anyways.
Okay, good.
2 years?
She got it, come on.
6 years. I was going to say 6.
What historical figure is on the $10 bill?
Don't look at me, you
Any thoughts?
I'm gonna go with Jefferson.
Jefferson who?
Jefferson Thompson.
That's not a man. It's Thomas Jefferson, and still wrong.
Wait, it was just backwards.
Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton.
She's killing you.
Alright, here we go.
What is the first element on the periodic table?
Oh, I know it's what, helium. Oh, wait, no. It's
One more try.
hydrogen.
Yeah. Hydrogen, you got that one right.
Why don't you answer the question?
Alright. Yeah, come on, son.
Hydrogen. Thank you, Miss Howe.
Hydrogen. What is the smallest state in the United
Rhode
States?
Delaware.
Rhode Island.
Okay.
Don't mess up.
Rhode Island.
Ding, 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 ding. Got it.
Got it. Yeah.
Rhode Island?
Yeah, good job. Thank you.
All new beta members will be inducted Tuesday afternoon from 6:30 to 8 at the PIC. So be sure to show up if you're a new member.
Do you suffer from making your laptop work? Turning it on? Well, if you do, enjoy these tech tips with Michael.
Hey guys, it's Michael, and today we will talk about tech tips. The first set of shortcuts will take your notes to the next level. These shortcuts will work on both Chromebooks and MacBooks. The only difference being that it's Control for Chromebooks and Command for MacBooks. Another way to take notes more easily is to drag the window onto the left side of the screen and the other window to the right. That will have both windows on the screen at once and they both take up half. Finally, we will show you shortcuts to open and close tabs and windows quickly. Control plus T will open a new tab, while Control plus W will close the current tab you are on. Control plus N will open the new window, while Control plus W will close the window if there is only one tab on that window. Thanks for watching this week's tech tips, and check back in next time for more useful information.
On Wednesday, the Black Achievers will be hosting an ACT boot camp from 4 to 7 in the presentation room. So make sure to come to that.
With the Poetry Slam coming up, Nyla and Katie decided to interview some of the Poetry Club members to find out about what they do here at the Poetry Club. So please keep watching.
Hi, I'm Nyla Smith. And I'm Katie. And we interviewed Ms. Fleming and a club officer in regards to the Poetry Club.
So I'm here with Hannah, and she is the vice president of the Poetry Club. So Hannah, how would you describe the Poetry Club?
The Poetry Club is just a very safe place for anyone to write, and we don't just write poetry, we write anything that you want. So if you wanted to write a story, but we mainly focus on poetry.
Cool. So we have a Poetry Slam coming up at the end of the year?
It's on April 28th, and to be in the Poetry Slam, you have to be in the Poetry Club. But basically, it's just spoken word poems, and it really puts emphasis on the parts so you can have people hear the poem how you want it to be heard.
So what would you say to people wanting to join?
Well, if you want to join, just go to either Ms. Fleming or one of the other presidents. And it's just, you don't have to be scared. You don't have to read your work aloud, and you can just write.
Thank you.
So as a former math teacher, what made you want to start a poetry club?
I've been writing poetry for, it seems like my entire life. I was first published at the 7th grade, and so it's just kind of my therapy. I feel like it is very therapeutic for a lot of people. But more importantly, here at Collins, I shared one of my poems at the Link Crew retreat a few years back, and Sierra Rodriguez, who is a former Collins student, heard, and she also writes. So we began just kind of writing after school, just giving her a space. And from that, she said, "Well, it'd be great if this could be a club." And so we started the club together.
Cool. And what do you guys do on club day?
On club day, we practice different techniques, sometimes with prompts, sometimes with songs or different kind of like visual aids to aid us in our writing techniques. It's really just a safe space so that people who enjoy poetry, people who enjoy writing, can express themselves freely without being judged on, normal English rules. It just really is a place where they can just share, they can get feedback from their peers, as well as prepare themselves to actually perform at the end of the year.
And what was your wow moment that made you decide that you wanted to write poetry?
For me, my wow moment was I didn't know how to articulate those words. So I started putting them on paper. And it was safe for me because it's a little easier writing it out and having someone else read it versus actually saying it and speaking it. But one of the goals of the Poetry Club is to give people a voice so that they feel comfortable and they own their words, they own those feelings, and they can actually speak those as well as write them.
And as far as the Poetry Slam that's coming up, what is that and who can join in it?
So the Poetry Slam is Tuesday, April 24th at 6:30 here in the Performance Center at Collins. And this is our third year, and we are so excited. Our theme this year is Roots. So we are so excited to showcase our poets here at Collins. Now, it is for students who are involved in the Poetry Club because we prepare for it all year long. But if you're interested in being involved in our Poetry Slam going forward, please join the Poetry Club. We would love to have you. We also do something where we have a silent art auction of art of our Collins students, and we donate all the proceeds to Operation Care. So every year we have doubled what we have earned or raised, and so we're looking to do that this year, and our goal is $400 to give to Operation Care.
Thank you, Ms. Fleming, and I don't know.
Next Friday, class officer nominations are going to be open for all our grades, so be sure to nominate your favorite classmates.
Ms. Grigsby did another book review for us, so tune in.
Hi, I'm Ms. Grigsby, and I'm here with a great book recommendation for you guys. This book is called Burn Baby Burn, and it's by author Meg Medina. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about the book first, so I'm going to read part of the inside. Nora Lopez is 17 during the infamous year 1977 in New York. After a freezing winter, a boiling hot summer explodes with arson, a blackout, and a serial killer named Son of Sam, who is shooting young people on the street seemingly at random. The rest of the book explores Nora's summer before she turns 18. She has romantic interest, she's got a lot of family drama going on, her dad is out of the picture, and she's terrified of this killer, Son of Sam, who is just taking out couples, and it sets a lot of suspense in the town. One reason why I really like this book is I've been into a lot of true crime mysteries lately, so I listen to a lot of podcasts, and this story is about a real killer, the Son of Sam, who terrorized New York in 1977. And so reading this captured, I think, a lot of the suspense that people felt during that time, and how it impacted families, how it impacted especially teenagers growing up, because they were fearful to go outside. And so it felt like a real portrayal, even though it's fiction. I also had a student recently read this, and she gave it a 5-star rating.
Hey, my name is Madison Schomackler. I like the book Burn Baby Burn because it wasn't like my experience in life, so I got to learn about someone else's experience. It was interesting because I got to learn about a real event back in the 1970s, and it was cool because there was like this serial killer on the loose and they had to try and catch him.
Who's TNN?
Guys, don't forget, this weekend is Catch Me If You Can, and we're also doing it next weekend, so come out and bring your families.
I'm in it too.
Awkward.
Does your teacher have a secret obsession with Randy Jackson? Well, let's find out with Emily.
Hello, I'm Evelyn, and today we'll be asking some teachers a question about what students or other teachers don't know about them.
I like to rock climb and slackline, which are two extreme sports. Slacklining is like kind of like tightrope walking, but it's on a bungee, bouncy kind of cable. It looks like a ratchet strap that you would tie something down on your truck. And of course people know what rock climbing is.
What's something that teachers or other students don't know about you?
Well, I've told some people this, but probably most people don't know. I once owned a deli and catering business, and I was the cook.
I used to live out in LA. I've bungee jumped 13 times, and I've had 2 brain tumors.
Something interesting that maybe nobody knows about me is that I taught English in Poland for a year. It was during an interesting time where, right after the Berlin Wall fell. So it was 1990 to 91, and it was a really interesting time in history.
I'm Miss Cates, and something that you may not know about me is I have a very unrefined palate. I like my cereal with no milk, my pancakes with no syrup, and my spaghetti with no sauce.
Attention 8th graders. You will be leaving for Kuna Sunday, March the 18th.
Have fun, kids.
Max decided to go to lunch, so we're gonna say goodbye.
Thanks for watching.